Part 1. The boring afternoon. It was a lazy Saturday afternoon. Tom the cat was bored, flipping through TV channels. Jerry the mouse was equally bored, rolling a piece of cheese back and forth in his hole. Suddenly, Tom stopped on a channel showing the World Record Spectacular. People were stacking cups, eating pies, and doing amazing things. Tom's eyes widened. An idea sparked in his mind. Becoming a world record holder was the ultimate way to prove his superiority over Jerry. Part 2. The challenge is issued. Tom grabbed a piece of cardboard and a marker. He scribbled a message and slid it under Jerry's door. It read, "Challenge. I, Tom, will break a world record. You, Jerry, will fail. Winner gets bragging rights and the big cheese in the fridge for a whole month." Jerry read it, smirked, and drew a tiny checkmark for accepted. The battle is on. Part 3. The Great Cup Stack. Tom decided his first record would be fastest cup stacking. He gathered every cup, mug, and glass in the house. On go, he started stacking furiously, but he was clumsy. Cups went flying everywhere. Jerry, watching from a crack in the wall, decided to help. He tied a nearly invisible string to one cup. Just as Tom was about to finish, Jerry pulled the string. The entire tower came crashing down with a tremendous clang. Record attempt failed. Part 4. The Sneaky Revenge. Now it was Jerry's turn. He chose the record for most grapes caught in the mouth in 1 minute. Tom, acting as the thrower, promised to be fair. But when Jerry opened his mouth, Tom accidentally threw a large meatball instead. Splat! Jerry was covered in sauce. He was not amused. Record attempt failed. Part 5. The Domino Disaster. Tom saw a record for largest domino chain reaction. This was perfect. He spent hours setting up thousands of dominoes throughout the entire house. It was a masterpiece of precision. He was ready to push the first domino. But Jerry, with a mischievous grin, had other plans. He placed a single, tiny domino right in the path, but facing the wrong way. Tom pushed the first domino. The chain went perfectly until it hit Jerry's domino, which stopped the entire reaction dead. Tom's jaw dropped in disbelief. Part 6. The Mousetrap Marathon. Jerry chose a record that required stealth. Most mousetraps disarmed in 1 minute. He put on a tiny helmet and goggles. He was quick and nimble, clicking the traps safely. Tom, jealous of Jerry's success, tried to sabotage him by releasing a feather from a pillow. The feather floated down and landed on a trap, setting it off and causing a chaotic chain reaction that sent Jerry flying. Record attempt failed. Part 7. The Pie Eating Fiasco. Most pies eaten in 2 minutes. Tom declared he loved eating. This was his record to lose. He sat before a table of delicious cream pies. The timer started. Tom shoved pie after pie into his face. But Jerry had secretly replaced the cream in one pie with extra whippy, expandable shaving cream. Tom took a huge bite and suddenly started blowing bubbles the size of his head. Record attempt failed. Part 8. A moment of exhaustion. After hours of failed attempts, both Tom and Jerry collapsed on the floor, covered in cream, dominoes, and grape juice. They were tired, frustrated, and hungry. They glared at each other, but the anger was fading. They had both been equally tricky and equally unsuccessful.